It's a lot of pressure. All right, here we go. UCLA.
So UCLA, easy. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
Of course, my girl Corey Close.
Richmond, Georgia Tech. I feel like the A9s are gonna do upset, so we're gonna say Georgia Tech.
I'm gonna go with Nell and Georgia Tech here.
Ole Miss, Ball State. Definitely Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, but I'm gonna pick an upset in the 5-12 here.
Baylor, easy.
And I got Baylor over Grand Canyon.
Florida State, George Mason. Going to Florida State.
Florida State.
LSU, San Diego State, LSU.
And LSU.
Michigan State, Harvard. I think I gotta go Harvard. Hermione Turner's been killing it.
Let's go with the Ivies. Harvard upset in the 7-10 game.
NC State, Vermont, NC State.
NC State in the 2-15.
USC, UNC Greensboro, USC.
All right, we got USC over here.
Cal, Mississippi State. I do think this is gonna be a really good game, but I'm gonna go with Cal.
8-9, that's a toss-up. Let's go Cal.
Kansas State, Fairfield. I feel like 5-12s always have an upset. I'm gonna go with Fairfield.
Even though Fairfield had a good season, I'm still gonna pick K-State.
Kentucky, Liberty, going Kentucky.
Go with Kentucky here.
Iowa, Murray State, we're gonna go Iowa.
This is like an upset in the 6-11 game I should pick, but I'm gonna have to go with Iowa.
Oklahoma, Florida Gulf Coast, we'll go Oklahoma.
So I'll go Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State, South Dakota State, Oklahoma State.
Can't not pick South Dakota State and Aaron Johnson out there.
UConn, Arkansas State, UConn, no question.
Of course, UConn, my Huskies.
South Carolina, Tennessee Tech, South Carolina.
Ooh, South Carolina, you know I can't pick against Dawn.
Utah versus Indiana. I actually think that's gonna be a really good game. I'm gonna go Utah. They're hot, they're not losing.
Indiana, a little tiny upset in the 8-9.
Alabama, Green Bay will go Alabama.
Alabama in the 5-12 over here.
West Virginia, Columbia. Let's go West Virginia.
West Virginia, they're always really good defensively, so we're picking them in the first round.
North Carolina, Oregon State, North Carolina.
North Carolina over Oregon State.
Vandy, Oregon, we're going Vandy.
Girl Shea down at Vandy.
Duke, Lehigh, Duke.
Duke, the ACC champs.
Okay, Texas, yeah, they're gonna win.
All right, we got Texas.
Illinois, Creighton. I think this would be a good game. I'm gonna go Creighton. My sister's gonna be mad. She played at Illinois, so sorry, Taylor.
We're gonna go Big East, Creighton.
Tennessee, South Florida, Tennessee.
With Jose down at South Florida. I'm going against the Lady Vols.
Ohio State, Montana State, Ohio State.
Ohio State here. Our girl JC Sheldon on the sideline. Of course, they're gonna win.
Michigan, and we're gonna go Michigan.
I'll go Michigan.
Notre Dame, yep, we're gonna go Notre Dame.
Notre Dame for sure, because they got a chip on their shoulder.
Louisville, Nebraska. I do think that's gonna be a good game, and I wanna say Nebraska, but I'm gonna go Louisville.
We've got Louisville. All right, on to the Sweet 16. I got UCLA.
UCLA, Georgia Tech, UCLA. It's gonna be tough.
Baylor against Ball State. I'm gonna go Baylor.
Ole Miss, Baylor. That's gonna be a really good game. I'm gonna go Baylor.
I'm gonna go LSU over NC State.
Florida State, LSU, another really good game. This one's tough. I'm gonna go LSU.
God, I think all my coaching friends are gonna end up being mad at me when if any of them see this. USC in this game.
USC versus Cal, USC.
And of course, UConn, you know who I'm picking there.
UConn, Oklahoma State, UConn. Okay, South Carolina, Utah, we're gonna go South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Vandy, Duke. I'm biased because of Shea Ralph at Vandy, one of the best assistant coaches ever that I had at UConn. So, you know what? I'm gonna say Shea's gonna do it. She's gonna upset Duke.
I'm gonna go with the Vandy. I'm gonna pick the underdog all the way through here.
Texas, Creighton, Texas.
Texas over Creighton.
Tennessee, Ohio State. Also gonna be a good game, but I gotta go Tennessee. They're on like redemption, I feel like, from the end of the season.
Ohio State.
Michigan, Notre Dame, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame advancing.
Louisville, TCU. I mean, can you get like a better kind of matchup? I'm gonna go with Haley. We're going TCU. She'll get her old team.
I feel like this is a juicy matchup, putting Haley Van Lith against her old team. It's hard to bet against Jeff Walls, but go TCU in this game.
Elite Eight. UCLA, Baylor. We're going UCLA.
I'm gonna go UCLA over LSU because I think that matchup last year, LSU might have won.
UConn, Iowa. UConn, no question.
Going UConn over USC, of course.
South Carolina, Alabama. South Carolina.
I'm going South Carolina.
USC, Kentucky, USC.
Kansas State and Kentucky. I'm gonna go Kansas State in this game. I like the way that they're playing this year.
UNC, Vandy, we'll go UNC.
West Virginia, UNC.
I really feel like NC State can like really upset some people, even though I think UCLA is obviously the favorite. I'm gonna say NC State. I think they can do it.
LSU, can't bet against LSU right this time of the year.
USC, UConn. They got a little redemption there too.
And then of course UConn.
South Carolina, UNC, South Carolina.
South Carolina advancing.
Texas, Notre Dame. All right, that's my final four. NC State, UConn, South Carolina, Notre Dame.
All right, well, here we go. UConn. Sorry, Corey and UCLA. I'm gonna go South Carolina, the Huskies, as my national champion.
Between UConn and NC State, I am so biased, but I really do believe this UConn. They're going to the semis. South Carolina, Notre Dame. I'm gonna go South Carolina. And then champ, we're going UConn all the way. UConn's my champ. They're winning. It's about time.